Made a little bit of progress since the last video. Quite a lot of the rubbish is tidied up. Needs a hoover and a bit of a clean down. Don't know if you can hear it now, but it's absolutely pissing it down. We shoved it. Oh, I think it might actually be hailstone. Oh shit. So it's hailstone in fact. God dear. Yeah, so next step is to get some temporary lights put in here. I've got some cheap LED strip coming. Just temporarily to get some lights up in here. Probably going to have the main fuses there. I appreciate it's quite dark, so you're going to have to kind of bear with me a bit. Yeah, so the original cupboards start from there. You can't see my hand, but there, and then stop just about here. So I'm going to try and find another one of these to go all the way to the far end, and then have fuse board, fuses, etc., the switches and stuff on that wall / on the cupboard door. I have to see about getting some longer power feed cables. That's all going to be just boarded off. I'm probably going to go for MDF, mainly because I don't like the look of plywood. Looks a bit. Not that MDF looks amazing, but it looks better than plywood anyway. So yeah, I'm not that far off now putting things back together. There's going to be a few little bits where there's insulation missing, so putting there, bit in there, bit where the lights are, or were, sorry. So I do need to figure out something a little bit more permanent for that, because right now I've got some duct tape just over the holes. Obviously that won't do for when I've got the van sorted. Same on this side, just where the old blue lights were. Various little bits. See if we can get a bit in there. Bit in there as well. See if we can probably shape something to go around this, because yeah, you can actually see daylight through that hole, so that's not good. Little gaps there as well. All around the door frame. There was never anything in here, so that'll need putting in. Probably have a 12-volt socket, like a regular car one here. Probably a main socket above it. Then we'll insulate and panel all that in. From about there is going to be the shower, but I'll still have to insulate and panel that bit in as well. When I said about I didn't want the loom going around the back of the shower, it's just going to have to go around the back of the shower, really. There's no way around it. I suppose it doesn't matter too much. And again, with the little fixes, putting in bits, go around the bolts and such. Same in this corner, there's no insulation all the way down there. That bit there is where the original control panel was, so there's no insulation there. And then the ceiling. In terms of the ceiling, I'm in kind of two minds, because taking down the plastic from this made an absolute mess. So obviously the ideal time to take it down, if I wanted to take it down, would be now, when it's already an absolute tip anyway. But my concern is that if I take it down, it's going to be difficult, if not impossible, for me to get bits of wood or sheets of plastic or whatever I decide back up on the roof and somehow try and hold it and screw it up. And yeah, so I don't really want to be calling on my friends because, well, one, it isn't their van, so why should they be asked to come and help me when it's my van? I made the choice to buy it, so if any work needs doing, it'll be me that does it. And I appreciate that obviously a few of my friends have said, yeah, sure, we'll help. But I don't want to put them in that... I don't want them to feel like they have to help me, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much an update now. So obviously the rain / hail has stopped. I'm gonna have to look for some more surrounds because I broke them all like a dumbass. Turns out they're like rocking horse shit to find, so get some plastic surrounds. In fact, you can just see the remnants of them here, look. So yeah, that's probably not the good thing of this. So yeah, this is where I'm at. It still does feel like I'm kind of going backwards, but we'll get there in the end.